Hi everyone. Today I will going to do a presentation about the my lab 5, which is understanding SOAP and WSDL file. Okay, first I will talk about what is WSDL and SOAP. WSDL, which is the full name, Web Service Description Language, is an XML-based language used to describe the functionality offered by a web service. It defines what the service does, where is it located, and how to interact with it. Next, I will talk about SOAP, which is SOAP, Simple Object Access Protocol. It is a protocol for exchanging structured information in web service using XML. It allows you programs running on different systems to communicate over HTTP or other protocol. SOAP is a protocol for exchanging structured information in web service using XML. Okay, next, why we need WSDL file? First is because of its interoperability. WSDL enables different systems, which often using by different programming language, to understand how to communicate with the web service. This is crucial in SOA, which is service-oriented architecture and enterprise system. Next is its automation. Tools like SOAP client or framework like .NET, Java, JXWS can automatically generate client code from a WSDL, reducing development effort. Next is its self-describing service. It provides a clear contact between the service provider and the client, explaining exactly how the service should be called, what data it expects, and what it returns. Next is its loose coupling. Since the client only needs the WSDL to communicate, it doesn't need to know how the backend works. This encourages modular design. Next, I will talk about the key component of WSDL file. First is the component which name types. It defines the data types, usually in XML schema used in the web service. Example, custom complex types, integers, strings. And the next is the message. Define the input and output message used in the operation. Each message corresponds to the parameters or return value. Next is a port type, which is the interface. Describe abstract operation provided by the service and message involved. Think of it as the API section. Next is binding. Specify the communication protocol and data formats, which example is SOAP over HTTP, using to access the operation. Next is a service. Contains the endpoint address, which is URL, where the service is accessible. This is an example of a WSDL file, which is I done before. The project I done before named my translator web service. Okay, first I will talk. This is the type which I talk about is usually in XML schema is here types. And then the next is the message. We can see here it defines the input and the output. This is the input and this is the output, which is request and response. Next is the port type. Here, port type. It describes the abstract operation, like just now I said, by the service and the message involved. Next is the binding. Here, binding. And then the last one is the service. Here, service. All of this is a key component of the WSDL part. Okay, this is the example of SOAP. which are using SOAP UI, the app named SOAP UI. I put my WSDL file inside the SOAP UI and then I will get this. This is my SOAP request and response, which show the correct output is here lah. Next, I will map my SOAP element to WSDL, which using the my previous project that I showed just now. This one is the SOAP request, and this is WSDL, the corresponding WSDL code. Now is the mapping about the SOAP request with its corresponding WSDL. First is MYT translate. This matches the translate operation in the WSDL, which is this. It means the service expected a request name translate. Next is the original language, new language, and the word in SOAP request. These are input parameters. They are defined in the WSDL under this, which parameters. The structure of this field is defined in the type section of WSDL scheme as XML element inside translate. Next, I will talk about the SOAP response with its corresponding WSDL. First, the translate response, which is here, is matched to the translate, which is here, translate response, this one. This is for the previous one, which is request, and this is for response. Okay. Next is about the return. This is the actual result of the service. In this case, the translate word, which is baik, which is translate from English to Malay, which is the Malay version of good, under the define of this one. Message name, translate response, part name parameters, this one. Alright. Next, I will do a short summary about this. Why this is matter. The WSDL acts like a contract of the defines what your SOAP message should contain. When your SOAP request of or response follows the WSDL structure, the service understands what you are asking, which is translate. For this example, which is translate word from English to Malay. The service know how to respond. We send back the translate word, which is the return. This ensures interoperability between different systems. Next, this is the corresponding SOAP elements. This is the and its WSDL elements. First is the MYT translate, which is appears as operation name equal to translate in WSDL file, which is the input where we type our word. And the next is original language, new language, and the word is represent as message name translate, which inside the WSDL file. And next is a translate response, which is operation name equal to translate. Just now we talked about it. We already talked about it. And this for the output version, which is the response. Next is the return. Is inside the message name equal to translate response, which return the result or where we input. Thank you all for listening what I present and wish you have a good day. Bye bye.